Johnny here, and it's time for another brain dump session. I've been wanting to do another one of these for a while, but I've been working on the editing for our last radically reducing video, and it turned into a little bit more work than it needed to be because I made a mistake. Not going to make that mistake again. And being queer and being out for over 35 years, I can't stay silent about what happened June 12th, 2016, when over 100 people were taken hostage and 50 of them were shot dead, and the other half were injured. It happened in a gay club in Orlando, Florida on Latino night. Once they released the statistics, most of the names were Hispanic, mostly men, and mostly young. I survived the 1980s AIDS crisis. I survived police raids on gay nightclubs. I survived senseless acts of violence on gay people and trans people and queer people by others who didn't understand us. I've been the target of specific isolated incidents myself. I'd be walking down the street and somebody would yell fucking dyke at me out of their car or truck, and I do believe one time somebody threw like a cup of liquid at me, like a cold drink. Several things come to mind about this shooting. It's an escalation of the violence in our country. This time around, the civil rights movement was riddled with violence. It was an act committed by somebody who is of Afghani descent, so they're calling it a terrorist attack. Reportedly, the young man said something along the lines of he saw two men kissing and got upset and so planned this attack. It doesn't matter. What matters is lives were lost. It's the largest mass shooting in the history of the United States. And it's affected me greatly. The response of my friends and family, the response of my spouse, the response of people I don't even know talking about this, watching the Tony Awards and the poetry that was read on the stage and the people who made statements was so heartwarming to see. And I'm thrown right back into flashbacks of, people I knew who survived raids on gay clubs by the police. And now, in this incident, the police are saving us, are coming to our aid. First responders and people who could help shut down the terrorists. Not the terrorist, I'm sorry, I don't like using that word, shut down the shooter. A testament to the kind of people that are in my life is that in my Facebook feed and my Twitter feed, on my social media accounts, there aren't very many people I have to call. I don't have people shouting and yelling, "They deserved it." I have friends posting up things from Twitter on Facebook where people are saying really horrendous things. They deserved it, they should all die. Things about Islam and gay people killing each other off so we don't have to deal with them anymore. It's horrendous. And in my feed, it was It's all about love. It's all about love. It's all about getting through this and loving those who survived and loving the people who have moved on from this world. My spouse is queer and Latina, so yeah, it kind of hit her harder than me. But I always say I'm a little jaded, so I'm a little jaded. I sat in a 40-minute meditation yesterday afternoon about this incident, about the shooting at Pulse in Florida. Maybe 40 minutes wasn't long enough. I was either going to go to the vigil here in my town or meditate, and I opted to do the meditation. Can we please just stop the violence? Can we stop hating each other? Can we stop hurting each other because of difference? Lately, I've been watching my thoughts and my expressions for any kind of like language that's not positive. That's really hard to do. Watch your language for the negative, for the judgmentalism, for the programmed response verbiage. I'm pretty proud of myself at this point for being able to find ways to express myself and also think without all of that other stuff going on. This is a pretty focused brain dump. But that's what happens when tragedy strikes. So I just wanted to let everyone know out there that I'm thinking about you, and I love you, and I care about you, and I want you to be happy and healthy and loving. We all deserve it. All of us deserve love. And I've been steadily watching Jeffrey Marsh, Divine Celebrity. He always talks about positive things. He has his own app now too, which is pretty incredible. And I like what he's doing. It's a positive message. It's telling you that you can love you. We look for happiness externally. We look for our happiness out here, when really happiness comes from within. And people who are injuring others are coming out of fear and pain. And I'd say ignorance. And letting themselves be controlled by their thoughts, not their heart. May I always be controlled by my heart. That's it. I'm getting backlogged on all of my video editing stuff. We're a couple of weeks behind on the electronics project. I think a week behind. So I need to work on that. I have a couple of projects with my buddy Mr. Bubble Wrap. Hey, Mr. Bubble Wrap. I love that name. And so I got to get to work. And in the meantime, today I'm meeting a friend. So pretty stoked about that. All right, everyone. Have an awesome day. Take care of yourselves. And remember, be the love.